We have started our challenge to raise some money for Shine by doing 233 laps of our garden, which equates to 2.6 miles. I was going to tell you in the first 5 minutes of us walking around is why I am raising money for Shine. Main reason is, as most of you will know, or I hope you will know, seeing as you're all friends with me on Facebook, is because I was diagnosed with tongue cancer a year and a half ago, and obviously all came as quite a shock. And with tongue cancer, it's not necessarily a disease that affects many young people. It's more 80-year-olds. So it was quite a lonely journey to start off with. Sorry, that's Sarah Milliken telling me that we're halfway through the warm-up walk. And then I was basically really relieved because I met Corinne, who's also doing today's challenge, and she is, or at the time still is, the network leader of the Shine group here in Norwich, which is a cancer support group for people who are experiencing going through cancer in their 20s, 30s and 40s. And I obviously fit into that category. They've supported me for the last year and a half and continue to do so. What that means is that we meet monthly, go and have chats, have coffee, have a laugh, sometimes have a serious chat, which brings me on to the subject of why we're doing this ludicrous thing in our garden. It's to highlight that it's not just the over 75 that have to stay at home, it's also for a lot of young people with cancer. So this is for my mates who are currently shielding at home. So we're with you in solidarity, making circles in our garden. I'm currently on 68 laps, so just over a quarter of the way through. We're doing intervals of 90 seconds, like light jog, because there's not much faster I can go, and 2-minute walks until we run out of distance. The course is 18 metres long, which is 233 laps. Nick is completing his walking laps with a football because I'm too slow. See, some more people have joined us. Emma's here. Emma is actually one of the founders of Shine Cancer Support, so feeling honoured that you are joining my live stream. Got the pleasure of meeting Emma at the Great Escape in Manchester. Now, for those of you who don't know what that is, it's basically a long weekend retreat. Mine was in Manchester, and I got to meet I think it was around 23 other young people like me who are going through or have gone or dealing with the consequences or having had cancer, and it was just amazing. Honestly, it was absolutely amazing for me. It's exactly what I needed in that moment in time, as I had by that point pretty much like physically recovered quite well, but then had to start to deal with all the mental implications. And we go through the days, tackling different topics and workshops and talks, and also have a lot of laughs, a lot of black humour, and we all get to know each other and bond quite closely over the 4 days. I think one of the biggest things for me was talking about how to tackle uncertainty, as I am still fully aware and was very aware that for the first 2 years of my cancer being removed, I was at high risk of it coming back. And I'll continue with that once we've done another 90 seconds. Yeah, so yeah, we had a chat about uncertainty, and also we talked about the grieving process, because although I was lucky and didn't have to have chemo or radiotherapy, so that means I didn't lose my hair or had to worry about fertility and things like that. There were still other things that I had lost, namely part of my tongue, although again I'm very lucky that I seem to be able to talk just as much as I did before. Yeah, there was still a psychological toll on that, and the Great Escape in Manchester definitely helped me with that. We also talk about things like fatigue and other physical effects of, you know, everyone has to take a different concoction of drugs following treatment, and the effects of that and how to deal with it. And overall, what's actually much more important, and sorry Emma if you're still watching, your workshops are very important, but actually what's way more important, and I know Emma will agree with me, is the bond that we make between us in terms of everyone who's there, the empathy, the understanding, and just the knowing that you're not the only one that has fatigue or loses their mind or doesn't know how to make a cup of tea, and that's actually all pretty normal in the grand scheme of things. So we are now on 132 laps. I don't know about Nick's legs, but mine are starting to flag. We are now on 186 laps. According to Nick's maths, past the 3/4 mark. Got 10 minutes left. Okay, which is good because we are now on 222 laps. So I think that's going to be achieved. 233. So that's in a second. 10 laps left to go. Ooh. Whilst I catch my breath, and then we'll run the last 5, I'd say, over the finish line, taking it into well under the hour mark. So what we've done today represents a tenth of a marathon. We have there's 10 of us in total competing, doing the 2.6 miles. And 2:33. Hey! Done the 233 laps of our garden, which has a track worth of 18 metres. So for the people from Switzerland watching, that's just over 4 kilometres or 2.6 miles in the UK. So thank you ever so much. Please head to the website. We'll be sharing it again on Facebook for Sarah's still talking to me, and donate if you have a couple of quid. It's much appreciated. Shine Cancer Support is a really small charity. They've supported me for the last year and a half. They are facing an existential crisis because of the outfall of COVID-19. Because they are a small charity, every single quid actually goes to use. They do their monthly meetups all over the country. They do 2 times a year, they do the Great Escape, which is a retreat for 4 days, which involves workshops and meeting other people who are going through the same thing. And they also do the Shine Connect and many other things. The camping retreat or trip in the summer, which hopefully will take place next year, and so on. Yeah, anyhow, thank you so much for being with us. Donate, and have a fantastic Sunday. Nick, you saying goodbye? All right.
Goodbye.
we sign off. Bye bye.
See ya.